Hello everyone and welcome to Activity Hub, and here we are with a new concept, that is pointers. Pointers is generally a large concept, hence I divided the video into subdivisions so that pointers is the most important concept. So rather than we shouldn't rush into the concept, so I will take the pointers concept step by step. So in this video we're gonna see what are pointers, what are its use cases, how to define a pointer and access a pointer. Very simple. So what are pointers? Pointers are nothing but are a type of variables that store addresses of normal variables. For example, if you remember in the last video we discussed about pass by reference, right? In the pass by reference I said you that pointers store addresses. Every normal variable has an address that points to a memory location, and that address is there, right? That is stored in pointers. And the value of the pointer of the x can be accessed through y, through the dereferencing operator, nothing but the asterisk, this one. So here is a simple graph. So there is a number there is a variable called number, and the number's value is 99, and the number has an address which is 1008, and ampersand number is nothing but the address. 1008 equals ampersand number, and ampersand number equals, when we do uh, p number equals ampersand number, that is p number stores 1008, and to access this p number, if you do asterisk p number, it gives you 99, but if you do plain p number, it gives you address. Understand this. Pointer stores an address that points to a memory location, and to access the value in that memory location, you have to add asterisk to that p number. So what are the use cases of pointers? Pointers prevents the use of global variables. Global variables are nothing but the variables that can be accessed anywhere in a function. They can be really harmful. Hence pointers, see for example in the pass by reference, right? If you have global variables you could have access to them, but with pointers you perform pass by reference instead of pass by copy, and hence you prevent the use of global variables, and the programs run much faster, can return, and even from a function you can return multiple values. Up until this point you can only return a single value from a function, but with with pointers you can return multiple values, because pointers and arrays are one and the same. So you can return a pointer from a function. So you can, for example, if there is an array of 10 variables, you can access that array through pointers, and that pointer can be returned from the function. So you can access all the 10 elements in the array by with just one variable, pointer, nothing but the pointer. Direct memory access to any value. You know the address, you don't even have to know what is the variable name. You can just direct, you have the address, and you will go to the suitable memory location according to the address, and it gives you much efficient and much faster programs. And as I said, one of the most important is pass by reference, and even one thing I did not mention is dynamic memory allocation. That will be covered in the last part of the pointer section. That is one of the most important use case. So how do you define a pointer? Defining a pointer is as simple as defining a variable. For example, if you want to define a variable called x, you define it as int x semicolon. So if you want to define a variable pointer called x, you will define it in the following manner: int x semicolon. And just like initializing the variables to 0 is a good practice, initializing the pointers to null, a keyword called null, is a good practice, because null says that the pointer isn't pointing to any memory location. So if you didn't initialize, there might be chances that pointer defaultly might be pointing to some memory address, and it might be pointing to some memory location, unknown memory location in the memory, and hence it might lead to some complications. Hence it is better to initialize them to null. Accessing the pointer is as simple as accessing a variable. So if you want to know the address that pointer stores, you can do something like this: printf %p for addresses and pointer1. If you want to know the value that is stored in that memory location, nothing but the address has a memory location, right? And in that memory location you will have some value, and to know that value you will have use asterisk pointer1. So let's go into Visual Studio Code to know more about this. So let me create a variable called x and let it be 25, and let me create a pointer called ptr and let it be null. So ptr equals ampersand x. So let me print out some different values. So for example, so value of x will be first printed, percent d x. So printf address of x is nothing but percent %p, right? And that can be accessed through ampersand x. Printf value of ptr is percent %p ptr, and printf of value ptr is pointing to nothing but the value in that memory location that can be accessed through ptr. So you may get a doubt, what if we do ampersand ptr? Will we get the address of ptr? Yes, even the ptr pointer has an address in the memory, so even you will get that address of ptr is percent %p, nothing but ampersand ptr. So let's print out the values. Let me add new lines to it. And let me build this. And let me go to main.exe. See, x has 25 value and x has an address, and the same address is stored in ptr, and when you dereference that address you will get the same value, and the address of ptr is different. So I hope you understand, and I will give you a simple challenge. Pointer. So this challenge does nothing except it prints out all the variable values, nothing but let me run this through the terminal. Pointer basics.exe. Just yeah, pointer. So you need to print the address of a pointer and the value the pointer is pointing to. You need to print the address of the pointer first and the value that pointer stores and the value that the pointer is pointing to, nothing but the value in that memory location. So this is a simple challenge. This won't take more than 5 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this session. It was a wonderful session with you. Thank you.